Coming to you live from the Niche Nook Studios, brought to you by the power of the internet, and per my child's therapist, my need for caffeine and human communication on a fortnightly basis, it's the Niche Files. Spooky season may be over, but apparently the magic didn't get the memo. Because this week, instead of ghosts and vampires, we're talking haunted houses for castles and curses.
Wait, why do you sound like you gargled boulders? Wait, what's wrong with my voice?
I told you not to snort those pixie sticks from those firefighters. They were too jolly.
I asked if you both needed a break from cursed media, and you said sure. And now you're an ogre and a pixie. Don't question it.
Exactly. When to the kingdom of Lamia, home of ogres, elves, and one particularly notorious fairy godmother. You might remember from a totally accurate documentary, Ella Enchanted.
Oh no, Lucinda's trending again, isn't she?
Lucinda Berryweather, a fairy who blessed a baby with obedience 15 years ago and accidentally kickstarted one of the most chaotic love stories in all fairy tale history. Wait, even more than Snow White?
Yep.
Even more than Cinderella?
Yep.
Sleeping Beauty?
Yep.
Wow. Huh. She's now facing a full-blown PR crisis after an attempted incident. And instead of facing a fairy council, like you should, she's taken to Reddit to set the record straight.
Because nothing says personal accountability like logging on to Reddit. Okay, before we go any further, do you think we can do something about this situation?
Sure. Let me get my cauldron real quick.
One moment while Cody the Convenient takes care of Cass in a bay form. She's so tiny. Okay, we good?
What about you, Ryan?
I've accepted my fate at this point. So, while most of the kingdom's still sweeping up confetti, Lucinda's online insisting it wasn't a curse, unicorn shit, in my opinion. And since Cody's our resident expert in magical poor decision making, I'm passing this one off to her. Cody, you take it away. I like being 8 feet tall.
Thanks, Ryan. This one's titled, and I promise this is the real title, Am I the Asshole for Blessing a Baby with Obedience and Helping Her Find True Love Eventually? So this was posted by user Faith in Fairies 69 in the Am I the Asshole subreddit.
69. Funny number.
Okay. Apparently I'm the most hated fairy in the realm right now. Again. And I just want to set the record straight. I didn't curse anyone. I blessed a baby. There's a difference. Look, I know my reputation. People say I ruin lives, lack empathy, and shouldn't be allowed to practice magic. But honestly, I think I'm a visionary. Most fairies stick to boring gifts. Beauty, grace, perfect hair days, boring. I believe in big magic, gifts that actually matter. So, who knows how many years ago I dropped by this cute little cottage in Frel. Not even a formal event, just a quick house visit to welcome the new baby. Anyway, the kid's wailing like a banshee. I can't even concentrate, and I'm just here trying to help. So, I snap my fingers and go, Ella Frel, I give you the gift of obedience. Be quiet. It worked perfectly. No more crying, everyone's happy, and somehow I'm the villain in this story. Then the mother and Mandy, the house fairy, start yelling that it's a terrible gift and demand I take it back. I said I have a no return policy and that I've given her the perfect child. And what happens next? The baby pees on me. Incredible lack of gratitude. Anyway, fast forward. That same baby grows up And suddenly, every bard, gossip scroll, and crystal ball pundit is blaming me for the coronation scandal. Apparently, Lucinda ruins another life is trending again. Yes, I found Ella chained to a tree in the woods. I told her the truth. Don't blame me for your problems. If you don't like a blessing, remove it yourself. Magic is supposed to be empowering. I even unchained her like the gem I am and gave her a pretty gown. I figured a little confidence boost would do wonders. Next thing I know, she's front page news for attempted regicide at the royal ball. Apparently, she had some kind of dramatic epiphany or whatever. Something about mirrors and inner strength. I don't know. I wasn't there. Point is, she broke the spell herself, which totally proves my whole empowerment through magic theory. Now, she's Queen Ella the Brave. Married, famous, universally adored. And I'm banned from half the kingdom for reckless magic. Go figure. So, Reddit. Am I really the asshole for blessing a baby with obedience and helping her find true love eventually?
Yes.
Yes, definitely the asshole.
Yes, 1,000 times yes. So that's a pretty unanimous verdict there.
Babies cry. Get over it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wild.
I'm having an ogre-sized aneurysm. It is bad to be 8 feet tall at this point. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Well, before you have an aneurysm, we do have some edits here.
Goody.
It looks like the first... yeah, I know, because that's just what he wanted. You wanted more, right? So here, first edit. Yes, the mother hid her on purpose. And fine, maybe that was a hint. But the baby was screaming, and I was just trying to help. I didn't crash anything. It wasn't even a real event. I was doing them a favor. Wow. Can we just talk about delusional?
I believe the kids say she is Delulu.
Yes.
The hell was that all about? What? Why would you? What? You're not even. It's just a random drop off. You didn't even have to do anything. You just did the. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mork and Gork need to really deal with these people. I can't handle it.
So we have another edit.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, this one here she says, wow, this blew up. Ella herself just commented, hi, sweetie. Apparently, I ruined her life. Her stepsisters used the gift against her, and she almost murdered her fiance. Okay, but she's fine now. Married, rich, beloved by the people. You're welcome for the character arc. Most fairy tale princesses would kill for that kind of development.
Or be killed for that kind of development.
Honestly, right?
I mean, she almost was at one point, wasn't she?
Oh, definitely. And I think, yeah, it looks like in the comments here, Ella herself mentions that. Cass, do you want to read that?
So our top comment tonight is from user Definitely Not Ella.
Subtle.
She says, oh, sure, a gift. Because nothing says blessing like magically forcing a baby to obey every single order for the rest of her life. You gave me obedience because I cried. Because I was an infant, Lucinda. That's what babies do. Because of your gift, my stepsisters turned me into their personal servant. They made me scrub floors, hand over my mother's keepsakes, and humiliate myself just because they told me to. You're the reason I almost lost my best friend, Arita. When my stepmother ordered me to tell her I never wanted to see her again, I had to. Then there was the time I was forced to steal from a market and got arrested. I was nearly eaten by ogres. Couldn't step off a busy road when someone told me to wait. And oh, right, was magically compelled to murder the prince I love. I begged you to take it back and you refused. So I found the strength to do what you couldn't. I looked in the mirror, saw myself, and said the words you never would. You will no longer be obedient. You're the asshole. Stay away from my future children.
Wait. This is really ogre slander right here. I don't appreciate that. We ogres eat a nice, healthy, balanced diet. People are not a part of a balanced breakfast or lunch or dinner. That's not a theory. It's truth. Yes, you're still the asshole.
And yeah, it looks like we have some other comments here. Ryan, do you want to read this one?
Alrighty, let's see. User Prince Jar 21. He does know how to spell charming. What an idiot. Confirming, I invited Ella to the coronation ball. We ended up in the Hall of Mirrors. I proposed, and I nearly got stabbed thanks to my previous order. It was exactly the fairy tale moment I had planned. But it did help expose my Uncle Edgar's coup. Turned out he murdered my father and planned to poison me with a crown. So yeah, a lot was going on that night. Very glad Ella broke the curse before I joined the family tradition of mysterious royal deaths. Less glad that any of this happened, because one fairy couldn't, take feedback. You are the asshole. Agree.
Definitely. Yeah. Cass, what does Slannon have to say?
User Slannon the Law Elf. I wanted to be a lawyer in a kingdom that said elves could only sing and juggle. Ella stood up for me when no one else would. Meanwhile, you're out here handing out blessings that ruined lives. You're the asshole. And when I pass the bar, I'm coming for your license.
What does getting drunk have to do with getting a license? What? It's a legitimate question. What?
I did always wonder why they call it the bar.
I mean, I've run into a few bars in my time. Time for a drink. Need something stronger.
All right. Once you get something stronger, yeah. You want to tell us about what Benny says?
User Benny the Book. Sounds like a nerd. Just popping in. I am the enchanting boyfriend turned book. He's a nerd. Not by her, thank goodness. That was Mandy's Spellgon's Ask Q. Who is Q? Oh, hold on. Let me adjust my monocle. I wasn't there, but I still saw everything. Ella chained herself to a tree to keep from hurting anyone. When Lucinda showed up, Ella begged her to take the curse back, and that she was being forced to hurt the man she loved. Blech. Instead, Lucinda told her to fix it herself, unchained her, gave her a fancy gown, and sent her straight to the coronation ball. That is the closest we can get to second-degree murder, I believe. We'll have to get Slannon the Law Elf on this one. Don't ask how I know so much about murder, and which degree is which.
I won't ask, but I will ask Cass to read what Mandy has to say.
From user Mandy the Maid. For the record, I warned you the day you gave her that gift. You laughed, said, no returns, and threatened to turn us into squirrels. Then, when I begged you again later, you threatened to take away my eternal youth. You didn't teach anyone anything, Lucinda. You just left us to clean up your mess.
And here OP, Faith and Fairy 69 responds, eternal youth seems like a nice consolation prize. You're welcome.
69. Still is a funny number.
She has not learned anything from any of this. All right. And, here's a good one. Ryan, what does the Fairy Council have to say?
Let's see. User Fairy Council Moderator. Sounds like a bigger nerd than the book boy. Reminder, reckless gifting violates Fairy Code A subsection 12 by Mork and Gork. This is nerdy as shit. Lucinda, empathy recertification is mandatory. Attendance in the next ethics seminar is no option. Boy, what a bunch of nerds. You gave me all the nerds to read. I don't feel bad for them at all.
That was not intentional. But I do see that OP responded here, where, again, Faith and Fairy 69 says, ugh, I just finished Empathy for Beginners.
Obviously, she didn't finish it enough because we're here.
Yeah, exactly. This, Lucinda, what a hot mess.
For sure.
All right, let's see. And okay, we have a final update here. Fingers crossed, maybe she's learned something, but I won't hold my breath.
I'm crossing my toes too.
All right. So the final update. Yeah. Final update. User Faith and Fairy 69. All right, fine. I might have gone a little overboard. Apparently, binding an infant to lifelong magical servitude is ethically questionable now. The Fairy Council has officially banned me from blessing babies, small pets, and anyone under the influence of potions for the foreseeable future. Whatever. But I was at the royal wedding, right there on the dance floor. Ogres, elves, giants, everyone having the time of their lives. The new king and queen are belting out a duet, the crowd's cheering, and I'm practically front and center during the choreographed dance number. Not a single torch, no pitchforks in sight. I call that forgiveness. I did see Ella and Char the other day, and I offered to bless their firstborn with good posture and emotional resilience. She didn't even let me finish the sentence. And you know what? I'm kind of proud of her. And that's the end of her post. I honestly don't know if this was a redemption arc or a public meltdown.
I'm going to go with the latter.
And speaking of endings, Cass, I think you know exactly how to close this one out.
So such is the story of Ella of Frel, a spunky young woman once under a spell. If there's one thing to learn, it's you just can't go wrong if you follow your heart and end with a song. Now it's back to the real world, all of you I must send, for I've only 2 words left, and they are...
The end.
Okay, but that can't actually be how the movie ends, right?
Ryan, you're back!
Oh, I can fit under my desk now. My chair is in his... Aw.
Oh. But that absolutely is how the movie ends, and now we need to talk about it.
Oh, anyways, thank you, because I have so many questions. What, and I can't emphasize the next part, the hell?
Which part specifically?
So this fairy's just a fairy, just randomly runs in this cottage or ends up in this cottage on the way to something else and bless this child. I've not seen this movie. Let's get that out of the way now.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe...
She's her fairy godmother.
That doesn't make it any better. Hey, you know what? Just go on with your bad selves. I can't.
So Mandy the maid was a fairy in training to be a fairy godmother, but her spells were constantly going awry, hence Benny the book.
Yeah.
I don't remember what she was trying to cast on him, but somehow he turned into a book.
It was a hair cutting spell.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I don't know how you can fuck that up that badly, but you know,
Right.
Here we are.
Okay, you know what? There are enough questions for me last lifetime, but unfortunately, I still have the ogre brain right in here, and it's not shaping back to human size. So the fairy godmother blessed her with obedience because she was crying,
Yes.
and then it got used against her because cruelty isn't a thing to fairies, is it?
I don't think so.
Her stepsister figured out quite early on, once they arrived in the house, that she was cursed to constantly be obedient and do whatever she was told. And they used it to make her steal things and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, she had to give up like her closet space for her sister Hattie. She was forced to give her mother's necklace to that same sister.
It was mostly Hattie because the other sister was very ditzy.
Olive. Yeah, she was not fully there.
No.
All right.
I think she just thought Ella was very agreeable.
Yeah.
So it's just an entire movie of her. If anyone says a command to her, she's just forced to obey it.
Yep. And it can be anything, you know, as innocent or simple as, okay, now eat. And she would just have to start eating, you know, whatever was there.
There's a point in the movie where she is running from the guards.
And she jumps and leaps, and they say, wait, and
They say freeze.
and she freezes in air doing the splits, jumping over a barrel, and then she
Yes.
like blinks or something, does like the I Dream of Genie thing, and then it goes undone, and then she falls in the barrel.
They tell her to put her hands together, and that's when she falls.
Right, because it's a new command.
I've seen at least the trailers, and I've seen that. That's what sticks in my head every time. Just
Yeah.
and hijinks ensue.
Basically.
But is she really good at things that she's commanded to do?
Yes.
You know how well that would go for mechanical soldiers and shit?
Well, that's actually how she saves Slannon the elf from these like bandits who are, torturing him. She threatens them with the ancient art of origami. And the one bandit's like, paper folding?
Yep.
And she goes, oh, I really hoped you wouldn't know what that was.
That was one of my favorite scenes.
So good. But then Slannon from, where he's all tied up on this spinning wheel they're throwing things at.
He's basically a human dartboard or an elfin dartboard.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. And he's shouting different like martial arts and karate attacks. She's suddenly an expert and can perform them flawlessly.
Yep.
So shenanigans ensue. Does she like accrue people that more loyal to her, or like, oh, she helped us, we are going to follow her now, and this is how everything works, or something? I'm trying to understand.
Yeah,
He makes friends along the way.
exactly. She befriends Slannon. They go to the giant wedding. She has Prince Char with her. At first, the giants are like, hey, I don't know why you're here. Your kingdom is oppressing us. Ella kind of smooths things over, saying he's there to listen to their complaints. He's there as a friend.
So is it a large size wedding or a wedding for large people? Because you said giant wedding, and in my head, I went two paths immediately. Is this a wedding that is the giants, or is this just a lot of people in a small area?
They're giants.
Yeah, I was going to say both, but they're definitely giants like the race.
So they might be giants.
They're definitely giants.
They basically come up to mid-femur on the giants, maybe knee.
I just wanted to understand, because eventually we got to the fact that there were giants and elves and something. Oh my.
One of the giants was played by Heidi Klum.
Oh, yeah. She's Slannon's giant girlfriend, right?
Yes.
I love it. They have their bonding moment about stinking Grimm brothers.
Yep.
Oh, that's okay. I'm like, why does Heidi Klum sound familiar? I'm like, there it is.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the other cast. Anne Hathaway, of course, Ella.
Hugh Dancy is Prince Charmant.
Mm-hmm. Lucinda herself, Vivica A. Fox.
One of our favorites, Carrie Elwes, is Sir Edgar.
Yeah, that's a good throwback to her first episode too.
I will not say a bad thing about that man. He is nice and he's charming. I met him at PopCon years ago.
He is a very, very good person, but he does play the villain in this movie.
Mm-hmm. So well, though,
Oh, he does. He does it very, very well. I've seen him as the bad guy in a couple of things, and he is very good at it.
Oh, Mandy, the house fairy, is Minnie Driver.
Yes. I can't think of her name right now, but the girl who plays Hattie, the stepsister,
Lucy Punch.
has played Cinderella's stepsister in 3 separate movies.
Wow. Talk about getting typecast.
Right. Because she was Cinderella's stepsister in this, and Into the Woods. There's also Finola Gay in the 2008 film Cinderella. So there are actually 4.
Finola.
Wow. Okay. That's really funny.
So yes, she has been very typecast. So the one in 2008 actually wasn't a movie. It was an episode of a TV show called Fairy Tales.
Still close enough.
Yeah.
If we're talking about this movie, the other notable thing we need to point out is Anne Hathaway sang, 2 songs in the movie. She sang for herself. That Somebody to Love scene is iconic, honestly.
Yes. I know that wasn't originally the song they were supposed to sing, but the director said that her chemistry with the original song wasn't great, so they ended up changing it.
I wonder what that original song was.
I'll see if I can find it.
'Cause, yeah, I can't imagine anything else like more perfect than that, which I guess goes to show why they changed it.
Yeah.
And then the end at the wedding, Don't Go Breaking My Heart, the whole big choreographed number, like that's just really fun. Obviously, this part wasn't really in the book. There's a lot that was different from the book,
Right.
but this episode is about the movie.
Keep it on track or I'll cut out another 30 minutes.
Yes, we can't anger the audiomancer.
Yes, because I hear all and I'm blind as fuck.
So, what are your opinions on the CGI in the movie?
So for 2004, honestly, not bad.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I think Benny the book surprisingly looks really good. Even when it's kind of obvious they're using models and things for the large scale effects, it still looks good.
The only part that I'm like, it's a little rough is when the giants are there. You can tell there's a difference in quality between the giants and everybody else.
Yeah, the talking snake.
Yes.
He's a little rough, but it's kind of what makes it charming at this point.
Yeah.
Ryan's like, wait, there's a talking snake?
No, we've hit the fact Lamia, Snake Lady. We've got giants. We've got elves. We've got fucking fairies. The talking snake. I've seen the Jungle Book. This makes sense to me.
Right.
Sir Edgar is basically based on Prince John from Disney's Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got the snake that Prince John had that was always whispering in his ear, and he killed his brother because he wanted to be king.
Normal family shenanigans.
The more you dig into the movie, the more fairy tale stories you find.
Anne Hathaway, she first read the book when she was 16, even before she had been cast. And afterward, she said that she prefers the film version because it really makes fun of itself for being a fairy tale more so than the book.
It really does, because, they make comments to the whole stinking Grimm brothers and back to reality.
It's a lot of fun, yeah. Filming for this took place in Ireland during August through December of 2002. The soundtrack we touched on a little bit. It has some pretty big names, Kelly Clarkson, Jesse McCartney, Anne Hathaway, as we mentioned, performed some of her own songs, including that final kind of duet with Jesse McCartney, Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Not my favorite song in the movie.
Yeah, it's no Somebody to Love.
No. The thing I get the most from that whole Jesse McCartney being the singer and Don't Go Breaking My Heart is that Hugh Dancy can't sing.
Yeah, he's not Hugh Singy. He's Hugh Dancy.
It's not unheard of for actors to have a singer do their singing parts, but still.
It's the only song where Char sings in the movie, so.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like you didn't see that joke coming from like a mile and a half off. She's over here just like she's got her hand in her hand and she's just laughing and trying to compose herself.
No, that joke wrote itself. You had to.
I do that a lot with you around. Now, looking at this list of songs, all of them are very recognizable, except for It's Not Just Make Believe. Looking it up was written specifically for this movie.
That makes sense. Yeah, most of them are, covers.
You have True to Your Heart, Respect, Walking on Sunshine, You Make Me Feel Like Dancing, Somebody to Love, If You Believe, Strange Magic.
Strange Magic, and then there was just Magic. People are clever people.
Okay, Magic was recorded by Olivia Newton-John originally for the soundtrack to the 1980 musical fantasy film Xanadu.
Oh.
Why we Xana don't? Let's call it a day.
I am a little surprised that Ella Enchanted only has a 6.3 rating. I feel it's, at least higher than that, but it could be, the nostalgia factor for me too.
It's a little campy. I like campy movies, so I personally would give it a higher rating, but I can also understand why people don't like it.
Right. Or if they go into it thinking it's going to be a perfect adaptation of the book.
Right. You will get a lot of people that are like, oh, it wasn't like the book. I don't like it because it wasn't like the book.
Or, people who maybe don't understand the point of why they made it a jukebox musical.
Right. I mean, it was kind of like a precursor to a lot of current musicals. I mean, now you have Pitch Perfect and Mamma Mia and Across the Universe. Like, it came before them all.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's one of my favorite movies from that era of movies.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It probably sits a solid number 3 out of my favorite Carrie Elwes movies.
What's number 1 and 2?
Princess Bride and Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's over here mouthing it as I'm saying it.
Because the only other one that would, I would think you would enjoy is The Cat Returns, where he plays a cat in a suit and top hat with a cane and fights people.
I don't even know that movie.
It's a Ghibli movie.
Okay.
And you've got the dad from Everybody Loves Raymond playing a fat cat.
I mean, he was also in The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, but I wouldn't call that specifically a him movie.
Yeah, he literally he took the chains off of Henry Cavill and then said, let's see what happens.
Basically.
Oh, I still need to watch that.
It's so good.
And that's going to be it for us here at the Niche Nook Studios. I'd like to thank Cass and Cody for an enjoyable time as always, but really, if you're going to curse me, don't make my brain smaller than a walnut. But until next time, say goodnight, ladies.
Before I do that, did you know that according to the dictionary, we're pronouncing the name of our podcast wrong? Good night.
I swear to whatever God I'm going to send you to, I do not care which right now, I will find you and I will order pizza. Cody?
Well, don't go breaking my heart. I've had enough strange magic for 1 week.
That was actually a good movie. I do like Strange Magic. And that's going to be it for me here. Hope to hear from you all again. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything under the sun, you can reach out to us at The Niche Files, THENICHEFILES @gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, Blue Sky, Twitter at The Niche Files, and on TikTok at the.niche.files. I have got so much fairy dust I got to clean up. It's not even funny. So I'm going to go get a broom. I'm going to order dinner. Until then, everyone, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you all next time. Good night. The music for The Niche Files is played and mixed by Paul of JPP Creative Media. If you like what you hear, you can find him on TikTok at Just Plain Paul, JUSTPLAINPAUL. Thanks again, Paul.